How's everybody doing? Hello, Kingdom Crew. Come on in the house. We're gonna talk a little bit about love and marriage, Huntsville, and the dream that was single-handedly destroyed by the producer. Well, word on the street is that everybody is feeling a little tension. It's like a little jealousy, allegedly, for Carlos against reality star Melody Holt. And that is why every time you turn around, he is fighting with Martell about something. The dream that Melody had with Love and Marriage Huntsville was three couples coming together in real estate, um, bossing up, making money moves and doing things like that. And he took her narrative and he ran with it and did it his way. I don't know the ups about uh, who owns the right, the what or whatever, but he turned this her show into a whole nother show, and it falls with him, with that producer. Yeah, it was the producer. Like I said, we wouldn't have even gone on break if Carlos King had to put a stop to all that fighting that was done on social media outside of the own network cameras. He stood by like somebody would like watch somebody fight. That's what he did. It's like watch somebody fight, and then you sit back, and watch and see who gonna win. But you make like attempts to jump in or something like that to separate them. He didn't do that. He did it when the bloggers said that we weren't gonna watch it. That's when he jumped in. But he stood by the sideline. He thought it was funny because he is a queen. But he got a king hat on. No, he acting like a real queen. Full of jealousy. I'm noticing that this man, Carlos King, hey honey, come on in. I'm noticing that on Valentine's Day, I'm scrolling around on the internet and I'm just looking. They go, I'm on Twitter now, and Andy Cohen telling everybody, all the ladies, happy Valentine's Day. And he going through all the housewives, telling them happy Valentine's, even the people, his Twitter people. He was telling us happy Valentine's Day. Carlos King, I didn't see him tell nobody happy Valentine's Day. What is with the jealousy about women this man carried? I am sorry that uh, 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 you didn't come here like a woman with women parts, because you look like you trying to sit back. You throw, you hide your hand, but you start mess. The way you act on the reunions, if you look at reunion after reunion after reunion. Hey, honey, I ain't seen you in a long time. How have you been doing? I miss you, girl. I miss, yeah, honey. Carlos is a queen, and he have taken he took Love and Marriage Hospital before this whole season or whatever you call that ended. It was already a shit show. He turned it a cesspool show, hood ratchet. But that wasn't Melody Dreams. That she was a boss lady. She had big dreams. Look at her. She's making her money moves and doing things, nice stuff. And then you got Kimmy was coming up doing the real estate. But now you barely hear you barely hear them even talking about the same thing that they came into the show doing was real estate. Oh, wait a minute, honey. You say you've been going through a lot. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. You got to hit me up in the DM. Hit me up in the DM where we could talk about it. And go to my web page and look in the get my email in the description box on my video. Okay? Okay, so anyway, um, you the whole while, remember in the reunion when Carlos when they was talking about Martell going out and talking about like when he say a whole meal, say, oh, he was the whole restaurant. She was the whole restaurant. See, let me tell you this right here. This man would throw little jabs like he was just throwing shade up in the air. No, no, no. He was directly throwing shade at the person that he supposed to call himself love. He went in there pretending to, and let me tell you, I know if somebody like Cherie Whitfield and more than her somewhere that Carlos talked to about Love and Marriage Hospital after Melody um, gave him this show and when they started season 1. I guarantee you somebody could say something because Monique made a remark. Monique Samuel say she already know what happened to Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it was headed right down the rabbit hole with her and Chris, and that girl got out of there before, and see, by her already, because she messy. Now, don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. Monique Samuel is messy, messy now. You know that. But what I'm saying is she could see where Carlos was going behind closed doors. Because you know he gossip. To let you know what I'm talking about. Carlos King can't make up his mind whether he want to be a blogger, a producer, or what he is. He can't pick a side. He all over the place. What man does stuff like that? Well, we know Queen. You know, he doing everything. Gossiping, popping, and snapping, and everything. He ought to be ashamed of himself. Live Out Your Dream say, Melody completely different than Caesar. Yes, she is. Honey, let me tell you. Now, one thing, Melody kept her her composure, But that gal, if she didn't have God in her, and if she didn't have a praying mother, Lord have mercy, she would have broke. Because you got all them people that being around you supposed to like you, but they stabbing you in your back. That's what was happening to Melody. All those people supposed to be her friends. Man, you look at season 1. Just look at season 1 with Melody. You know, it's a shame. It's really a shame, because if you go back and just a little bit in there, we already found out that Melody, it was getting ready to go through something when she let us know that Martell was a dog. You know? So we watching all of this unfold. Now I ain't gonna say, I hate she got pregnant again. But Sugar Mama is a blessing. Child, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry because that lets you know that Melody and Martell was still doing wife and husband stuff. Very much so. Very much so. It was reality. But after a while, you can see in the last of season 2 with Melody, her whole, that personality had started to change. It was too much. It was too much. So we saw a lot of Van. Her mama, she got a good mother. Because that's when Van got really up under her. I thank God that she has a mother like Vanessa. Yeah. But she was carrying her everywhere that she went. And then what I can't get, this producer get behind, like I say, he throw a rock and hide his face, hide his hands. Well, he would tell one thing and then another. And I don't know if y'all caught it or not, but when he was on all his what that is, his podcast or his YouTube show, see that's what I'm saying. He be on there running off at the mouth with those housewives. Yeah, he be on the housewives time. My girls, they work for me, and Melody and Letitia and all of them. In other words, they gonna do what I say, or else I'm gonna fire them. He want us to know, I guess, that Melody worked for him, and she don't run nothing. Oh, honey, he made it plain. Honey, let me tell you, I don't realize if Melody knew see, that's to let you know the heart that Melody has, because he is he's that type of person from what you look at. If you watch him when he getting the tea, he loved the tea. He loved it. I mean, his eyes get all wide up. He get like, tell me more. The more, the messier it is, the more drama it is, the more Carlos is tuned in. And then to really make him go against what I say, that he didn't turn this thing into a SHIT show, is because he see that a whole lot of people is like Team Melody. Like, like leaning us, not really well, they got millimeters, but I'm saying like the people really see Melody's side of things in the show. He doesn't like that very well. Because if he did, he wasn't always trying to put in, oh, this a beautiful woman. Oh, that she's a beautiful black woman. Let me tell you this. The people got husbands to tell them how beautiful they are. I'm quite sure if Letitia's husband don't tell her how beautiful, well, shame on Marceau Scott. If Kimmy, her husband, don't tell her how beautiful, shame on Maurice Scott. You know, that's what I'm saying, because it don't matter what this and Carlos say about how beautiful somebody and how beautiful Wanda is. And you know, yes, they are beautiful, all of them beautiful women. It's the attitude of a person that's ugly. You know, ain't none of that right there. Like he's always talking about heaven and God. Nobody's face going nowhere. It's the soul of a man that gonna make it into heaven. The soul. The soul of a person. He need to get right, saints, and let's go home, that Carlos King do. Because he ain't right. He done took this woman's dream and made it a hellhole show. And every time you see like Melody doing something like her Sugar Mama product supposed to be launching in April, here they talking about Stormy want to come like subliminal messages like she already, Melody say she been working on that. But due to COVID, that stopped. But ain't nobody she ain't competing with nobody. Melody is not competing with nobody. You know what? They need to get off of that train. That train then left the building because Melody is on her way up. And she ain't, you know, she take kicking butts and taking names. This girl going on by her business. She making music, making sounds, and who she loving is her business. She getting flowers and roses and everything and trips and going places, meeting people in high places. Let me tell you this right here. I wouldn't blame Melody if she wasn't somewhere sneaking around trying to get her own show, because she is a producer. If she got a show together, now if she's listening to this, she is good enough for us. I guarantee you that. She know how to direct because she was on that other thing doing that. She's a good director. She's a good commentator. So I wouldn't blame her if she didn't start her own show. And yeah, I know what this what her name, Monique Samuel. That's what she thinking about, trying to get her a show. Like Janice say, Carlos love mess with his messy self, and then Melody, yeah, and then what Carlos, he like breaking up and tearing up relationships. Live out the dream, say Queen Carlos. And you know, it's a shame everybody know about Carlos King, but I'm gonna be honest with you now. I'll be honest with you guys. I did not know about Carlos King until one of the subscribers, well, y'all would tell me. The subscribers did. And then I would go like, and I never forget, when I was doing recaps, y'all kept on talking about, oh, that Carlos King is a messy mess. He a queen and this and da da da. I didn't know. I was new to reality recapping. And I remember telling you guys, I say, let me go and research Carlos King. I say, because I got to know about this character. Well, I did. I researched them. Lo and behold, I was over there on a podcast, listening at this woman's podcast, where her friend took and taped Carlos King having a private conversation with another blogger that he thought was in private. Yes. And she was recording Carlos, honey. It was a mess. This woman, this come out of Carlos' own mouth. He said it, and it's on her channel. They were talking about Real Housewives. Like I said, he always talking about the housewives because Carlos want to be somebody's housewife himself. He wants to be a housewife. And so the way he talk about housewives and basketball wives and all this stuff more than he do like about the people in Love and Marriage Huntsville or Love and Marriage DC. And what he doing for DC is a shame and a disgrace. And them people can't see that. If I was Joy and Cliff, I don't know if y'all look at Love and Marriage DC, but it's a couple on there. A new couple is Cliff and Joy. Honey, if I was Joy, I would run for the hills with she haven't even married Cliff yet. And already it's mess. Already it's mess. Already. But I heard with my own 2 ears on that podcast lady where she was recording Carlos's voice, talking about Phaedra, talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she said he was telling about Phaedra was building a house with Dubois, and then talking about, oh, I heard, and the way he was acting, I heard that it's some of them housewives, they go over there and like have sex with them men for $100,000 and all that. Yeah, he was really going deep in gossip. So if anybody hear me on this, if you done told Carlos any of your business, I feel sorry for you. Because Carlos don't have no friends. He ain't got no friends, honey. He gonna tell everybody business because that's what he does. You can't take that from him. I didn't know he was like that until all the people coming up on my channel. Oh, you don't know Carlos King? I ain't never heard of Carlos King before in my life until I started dealing with this him. Yeah, I didn't know Carlos. Live out your dream. You know, y'all used to tell me, you and London and all them people tell me, oh yeah, Carlos, this Carlos, I didn't know who he was. I knew that he was giving me a headache when I learned that he had the power to do all that cutting and all, with editing. I'm quite sure that if you're a producer, you got the editing can have to run stuff by the producer. I don't know how they go, but I don't think nothing gonna make the cut unless Carlos release it. I don't know. But those people in editing, they will just be cutting and pasting and dropping and moving and going all around, and he's sitting back laughing, making a fool out of these people. So really what you looking at, from what I hear now, it's nothing in what we looking at thinking, talking about reality TV. Well, we might be looking at the reality TV, but now Sometimes those people, it be scripted. Yeah, sometimes it be scripted, honey. And because I heard some of the people say they weren't gonna do certain things. No, 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 I ain't gonna do that. Even on Love and Marriage Huntsville, they tried to get people to do certain things. Oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that. And they didn't push and push, honey. It's pitiful. It's really is pitiful. But that's what I had my little gathering today. And I don't see how I do how I can give you my email or nothing on the I don't know about how you get my email, but look on my go to my channel, and where it say about, you can get all the information about me in my about. You don't have to go to my website. Just go to my channel and get my email. You can send me an email. And then live out your dream. I wish that you would drop me an email also, because this summer we're gonna be having our panel back. We're gonna be getting our panels back. And then I want to know where to send the invitations for guests and stuff to be on the panel, so we can have real panels and stuff like that. Yeah, I haven't forgotten y'all. And I want to hear yeah, Janice, I was wondering what happened to you, dear. And so let me know when I hang up, if you got time, because Alaska, whatever time you are, Alaska is 4 hours behind you guys. Like it's 2:04 p.m. here. It's 2:04 p.m. here. What time is it there where you are, Janice? Let me know what time it is, and I know just where you are. All righty then. I'm gonna let y'all go. And yeah, Carlos Keenan took that woman dream and made it a cesspool. That's what he did, the Melody show. And did anybody want to come up and say anything? I'm gonna put my email address on here. And then you could email me. And I'll give you my number. I thought I gave you my number. Okay, I put my email on there. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.